Hello, my name is Ian Landstrom, and this is my ESP 103 project for week 4. The goal of this project was to have 3 questions and make 120 solutions, which I thought at the time was, oh my god, that is going to be miserable. But in the end, I did it. How I plan on presenting this to you guys is actually through a video game called Rocket League, which is literally just car soccer. So you're probably wondering, how am I going to do this? Well, I'll tell you. My first question was, how can we improve the variety of the dining halls? And the technique I used for this was mind mapping. And what I think correlates to mind mapping is cosmetics in Rocket League. In Rocket League, you're able to design all your cars in any way you want. So, like, for example, this guy, he's pink, he's got some white stuff on him, he's got some sunglasses, he's looking pretty drippy with some black wheels. And pretty much how this relates is, you pick one thing that you think of and you start to relate it to other things. And how could, like, my pink background match with something else? So, like, I throw the white mainframe on there so it looks clean. And then also the white, like, little waves going through the car, I added that because I thought that looked good. And from that, you just keep on adding new and new ideas, kind of like how the mind mapping works. And then also in mind mapping, you can use pictures too. And, like, just like webs. So, like, I created a web in my notebook. But for that, I'll leave that in the description for you to see all that, because you said you didn't want to be able to read it. But anyways, on to my second idea of how I'm going to pretty much prove to you Rocket League can be a source of, like, how you can show how I did 120 questions. Second one was bad ideas, create good ones. What I did for this was pretty much I thought of bad ideas, and from that, I thought of a good one. Prime example was... I said, oh, what if they added 20,000 square feet to garden? But then from that, I thought, oh, wait a minute, would it be a good idea if you connected it to farmer? I thought that could be an interesting idea. And so how I relate that to Rocket League is, what happens all the time is you do stupid things in this game and you get really mad at yourself, but then from that, you have to learn and think of a new way that could improve what you did wrong and think of a good idea of how to win. So what I'm going to do is I'm going into solos games where I'm bound to mess up because I do it every time, and tell you what can I do to fix it so then I do better, pretty much. So the game will start very soon. I'm not going to finish this whole game because we'd be here for a while, but I'll just start briefly. Well, issue right there, I didn't hit the ball high enough in the air. I should have scored. But in return, now I know I have to play defense and make sure I don't do anything stupid. Like that. That was stupid. So then I got to think of, oh, how can I get my car repositioned to be back in this and not do anything stupid again. So he's doing the same thing again, and I know what he does. He does the same thing each time. So now it's kind of like remembering those patterns. I'm like, oh, what can I do? Like right there, over jumping. That was another bad thing. So how can I not over jump and not get scored on? Prime example. So then I think to myself, oh, what did I do wrong? First of all, I over jumped, like I said earlier, and pretty much that's the whole point of this game is you learn what you did wrong, and from that you think of a good idea. So right here I'll try to score. Hopefully I can do that, but I may not be able to. Sorry, it's gonna be a little bit quiet if I have to get focused for this. Alright, that was good. I didn't over jump that this time, which is improvement. Alright, I'm not gonna be here forever, so we're gonna move on. But I think you guys get the moral of the story here. But leading on to my third thing, that is, how can you improve the entertainment within a dining hall? Like, so it's just not so, like, plain and boring like it always is. So what I thought of, I used the Lotus strategy of, like, having 6 to 8 ideas, and from that stem another 8 ideas. And so what's kind of similar to that is how they do game modes, all the game modes in Rocket League. So for example, you have these 6 main game modes, but from that they stem into other game modes. So, like, in casual you have 3v3, 2v2, 1v1, 4v4. In competitive, it's like the same thing except it's a competitive scene. They'll have tournaments, and from those tournaments there's all sorts of variations of it. Custom games, you can literally create your own games and design them however you very please. extra game modes, which is like there's like a basketball version of Rocket League, a hockey version, a football version, etc. Training if you just want to practice, which is kind of similar to the Lotus idea of like you have these 5 to 8 main goals, and from that you have little subsections of how you can solve the problem. But no, so that's the end, and that's how I related the every 3 things. So as a quick little summary, how I did mind mapping, I compared it to customizations. From customizations, I pick one thing, and from there I think of another thing, and kind of like keep webbing that out. Second thing was bad ideas and how they can create good ideas. For example, when I mess something up in a game of Rocket League, I think to myself, how can I do better so that doesn't happen again? Third thing was just they need more entertainment within the dining hall so not so boring. And how I compared to that was all the different game modes in Rocket League, and how they're kind of like a Lotus where there's the 5 main categories, and from them they have different sections that build upon them to add more questions. But no, the 120 solutions that I came up will be in the comments of this, because I have no way of putting them actually on the screen while I'm doing this, and I'll have them all there. I'll also upload the pictures too to make it easier in case something goes wrong. But yeah, thank you. I hope you enjoyed it, and have a great rest of your day.